'cause I'm a fool for your love.
Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are finally going to be filming the updated 2020 version of what is in my makeup kit, freelance kit, whatever you want to call it. I like to film these every year, and it's pretty cool to look back and see how much my kit has evolved. I still to this day get comments on the first video that I did like this, which I filmed years ago, and I still get comments on it. Like, people ask me questions. That video has a lot of views on it. I don't know why, but it's crazy how much my kit has changed since then. I feel like back then I definitely used a lot more brands like BH Cosmetics and Morphe and different drugstore items, just because I was a broke college student when I started doing makeup. So my kit has changed a lot since then. There's nothing wrong with using BH Cosmetics, Morphe. Use what you can afford, and over time you obviously will be able to afford, you know, better products, but there's nothing wrong with those brands. They offer such amazing products, and some of my favorite products are from those brands, so there's nothing wrong with them. But you know, as you get more experience and as you grow your clientele, you definitely want to start using, you know, some better quality products. At least if you want your pricing to go up, you're gonna want, you know, to be using better quality products, because if you have super high pricing yet you're using all drugstore, people are gonna be like, I don't get it, like, why is your price so high? So yeah, but anyways, my kit has evolved a lot. I'm really happy with where it's at right now. I am always adding to it and changing things and reorganizing things, because that's just how I am. I don't always like to stick with the same products all the time. I do like to change things up, but like I said, that's just me. But I am happy with where things are at right now, and I do want to put a little disclaimer out there. I do have a lot of stuff. I am aware I have a lot. I have more than you need. I like to be overly prepared, but that's just me, and I have a lot of stuff. Don't feel discouraged if you don't have this much stuff or the brands that I have or whatever. Don't worry, you will get there one day. We all have to start somewhere, but keep in mind I have been doing this for over 5 years, so 5 years is a long time to be accumulating products, and you know, I'm always changing things in here. I definitely have invested a lot of money into my kit. As I've made more money, I've invested more money, and that will happen for everybody. It just takes time to get to that point, but trust me, you will all get there. So don't feel discouraged if you don't have all of this stuff. I am aware I have way more than I need. But anyways, if you want to see what is in here and see what I carry around and basically break my back with, then definitely keep on watching. Like I said, I know I got a lot of stuff, so this is gonna take a while, but I'm gonna try and be as detailed as I can and give as many recommendations as I can, because over the years I've definitely found some really great products, not only makeup products, but just different tools and stuff that make doing makeup easier. So hopefully you guys enjoy, and let's just get started. Okay, so starting off, I have my light, my Glam Core light attached to the, I guess, handlebar to my kit. So this is not the most ideal place for this. If it is raining or anything like that, I obviously would not have this out in the open, but it is still summer right now, so honestly the weather is usually fine when I leave for my weddings, so it's okay that this is out like this. But what I do like about this light is it is very compact, and it is very lightweight, so I just found this is an easy way for, you know, me to take it around without putting it a whole other bag on. However, when the weather just does start to change and it's colder out, I'm not going to want this out in the open when I'm walking into hotels or venues or anything like that. So I am considering purchasing the Glam Core backpack, which is the same brand that this light is from. It's from Glam Core. I will link it down below. It is pricey, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but it's way easier to bring around than a big ring light, because it does kind of pack down pretty small. But the Glam Core backpack is very long and thin. You can wear it as a backpack, so nothing's like bothering your one shoulder or anything. or there's an option to slip it over the handle, but it's just more protected in the backpack. So this isn't the most ideal place for it. I just have it tied to the handle, but yeah, it is what it is. So I'm going to take this off real quick so I can actually start showing you the train case. I am still using the Shawnee train case. That has not changed. It has been holding up really well the last year and a half. I don't see myself not using it anytime soon because it does work pretty well and it fits a good amount of my products. So yeah, I'm still using this, but let's open this baby up and see what's in here. Okay, so when I open this up, this is what it looks like. There is this little pouch here, which I just have some extra lip liners in, but you can put brushes here, you can put whatever you want, but yeah, I just have like extra lip liners there. And then when you open it up, this is what you see. So first things first, I do have a little stainless steel palette. For me, this is like an essential. I always feel like I need some sort of stainless steel palette just because I feel like I need something to put my primers on and all of that. And I don't like to really get my hands too dirty, although they always end up dirty. Makeup artist life, what are you gonna do? So the next thing I have is my eyelash pouch. So this is just a pouch. I think this came with this. I don't know, I think I got it on Amazon. But yeah, in here I just have my false eyelashes. I have all my little tools, so I like scissor, eyelash curler, eyelash applicator, and lash glue in here. This is from Amazon. And then I just have different lashes. This is the Kiss Shy style. This is a really nice natural lash. This is the Kiss Blowout Pomodoro style. If you can tell, I like Kiss lashes. This is the Kiss 01s, which are really nice. And then I have some mink lashes as well for my brides. Most of my brides opt for mink lashes, so I have those. FYI, these are my favorites. These are by a brand called Luna Moon. I get them on Amazon and they're so, so pretty. So I have that, and then I have mascara here, and I honestly use any kind of mascara, any kind of waterproof mascara. 9 times out of 10 I'm putting on lashes anyway, so I don't care if it's like the best mascara. I just need it to coat the lashes and be waterproof, and that's literally all I care about. So moving on to the sides, here I have this little case, and in here is lip gloss ones, pointed Q-tips, which are a must, especially if you want to clean up any eyeliner or anything like that. I also have some little clips here to get the hair out of the way. And then I just have mascara ones. So this is basically just a bunch of disposable tools. And this case is by Amazon. So it actually came with a bunch of dividers that you can take out. And I just did that and kind of customized the way I wanted the categories to go. Yeah, I just got this on Amazon. And then in here is just like extra little cotton rounds. I have a little powder puff. I have these little containers, these little pink containers if I want to give my client a little bit of the lip product that I use. So that goes there. Here I have a little bit of foundation thinner if I'm using a cream foundation or something and I just feel like it needs a little bit more life and I just need to make it creamier, then you could add this. This is by RCMA. Here I have my Anastasia brow book. This is the best. It is just a must if you're a makeup artist because you literally have every brow color you would ever need, and I love this so much. So this is a must for me. I actually got this only this year, believe it or not. I had been wanting it for years and I finally bought it. So I'm really happy I bought this. Next to that, I have this little pouch here. Here I have brow pencils because I do like to have some sort of a pencil. I don't like just to rely on the powder. Some brows are a little bit more difficult to work with and the powder just isn't enough. So I like to have some pencils in case. And I do have a couple brow pomades. I have one by Morphe. I have a couple by ColourPop just in case. And then I also have in here So I do have the P. Louise base, I have the Anastasia base, I also have the Morphe eyeshadow primer, I also have brow gel, and I have 2 different concealers by Maybelline, because sometimes I do like to use concealer as an eyeshadow base. Then I have this Rimmel Stay Matte Powder if I want to set the eyes before I go in with eyeshadow. So that is that little pouch there. Sometimes I do just use whatever concealer I'm using at the moment as the eyeshadow base as well. Okay, so back here I do have some eyeshadow palettes. So I do have the Kat Von D Shade and Light palettes. I have 2 of the Jaclyn Hill Vault Collection palettes. And then I do have this palette as well, which is by Too Faced, and it's their Glitter Bomb palettes. And I don't really use this for the glitters. I more so use it for the black. This is like literally the blackest eyeshadow I've ever used. It's so good. So I really like this. And then moving on, I do have a little powder puff here. I just kind of like to rest it on my pinky so my hand isn't resting on the client's face. So I'm just going to stick that there. I do have some hand lotion as well here just because I do work on commercials sometimes and on specifically infomercials, and a lot of times they do use their hands and they film the actors' hands, so I like to make sure that they look, you know, nice and moisturized and not dry. And then I have these gold eye patches. I give these to my brides. I kind of just lay them on the under eye area while I'm working on the brows and eyeshadow just to really hydrate the under eye. So it's just like a nice little thing I like to do for my brides. And then in here we have foundations. So in here I have my Mayron Highlight and Contour palette. You can also use this as foundation too. This is amazing. I am obsessed with this. It is such a beautiful formula and really easy to blend out, and it just looks so good on the skin. So I love this so much. And you could even mix this in with liquid foundations. You can do whatever you want with this. So I'm just going to take that out. I also have the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundations. I did depot them. They do come in sticks, but I just felt like they took way too much room up. So I just put them in this little palette here, and I just kind of scrape out the amount that I need whenever I need it. And then I have a bunch of liquid foundations here. So you can see I have a bunch of little ones here. So I actually just took all of my foundations, well, not all of them, but a good amount of them, and I put them into these little squeeze bottles that I got onto Amazon, and I labeled them. Some may call me extra, but honestly, I had so many foundations, and my kit was so heavy because I had so many glass bottles, and it was just too much. It was too much. I'm surprised they didn't break by now because, you know, I'm very clumsy, and I just felt like this was a lot easier. I just felt like this was a much easier way to go about it, so I just depotted basically all my foundations and put them into these little squeeze bottles, which I really like because I just squeeze them out. I don't have to worry about pumping out too much products. I feel like I have more control, and I just labeled them. So I have some MAC in here. This is MAC NC25. I have some Bare Minerals Bare Pro Liquid Foundation, which is really good. It's very similar to MAC Studio Fix, just not as thick. What else do I have in here? A lot of these are just MAC and Bare Minerals, to be honest. So yeah, for the most part, these are my MAC and Bare Minerals foundations. And I really like the little bottles. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These were 10 foundations that I had in glass bottles. Now they take up this much space, so it's way better. And then when I feel like I'm running low, I can just put more products into here. I also do have the Juvia's Place Magic foundations. I have a couple shades of this, but I only put 2 in for now. I have Cebu and Aruba. This is a really nice foundation for people that want like that extra coverage and really want to be super matte and full coverage. This is really great. I also like mixing this in with a much more liquidy foundation because this is pretty thick. So I like to mix it with different foundations, and it just adds extra coverage, and I really like the colors of these foundations. It's a really nice range of colors, so I like to mix these. I do have a couple of the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation, which is like my personal favorites. I only have 3 shades in my kits, and I did put them in these little bottles I got off of Amazon. And then, what other foundations do I have? I have like such a range of foundations because I always like to try new ones. I have 2 of the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundations. These are really good. I would have depotted these and put them in these, but they're not a pump, so it's really hard. It's actually a wand, so it's really hard to get these into a little bottle. So I just put the wand and kind of scrape the wand onto a palette to get some of the color. See, you can see. And then I just work from the palette. But yeah, this is a really good foundation as well. And then I just have a MAC Pro Longwear foundation. I don't even know why this is in here, to be honest, but I just have it in here anyway. And then on the side here, I have a bunch of, which you can't really see, but I have a bunch of my Face Atelier foundations. I still use this, you guys. It still is in my kit. I have mentioned this many times, and I really do like this foundation. It will always, I feel like I'll always have this in my kit. Like every time I use it, if I haven't used it in a while and then I use it again, I'm always so surprised about how beautiful this foundation is on the skin. So I really do like this. And what's nice is they come in such tiny little bottles, so they don't take up much space. And then I also have a few shades of the Era back here. I have a few shades of the Era Beauty Aero Brush Foundation. I'm going to be doing a video on this. I actually just ordered a few more shades so I can do a video and demo it on myself, because I couldn't, when I was purchasing this, I couldn't find a lot of information on it, like a lot of videos on it or reviews on it. And I was really interested because a lot of makeup artists that I follow use this, so I'm kind of curious about it. So I'm going to be doing a video on it. I've only used it a few times on some of my clients, and it is really nice. It is a nice foundation, but I don't know, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it. But I also have this back here. I have 2 shades, but I also have 2 other shades that I just bought. I just didn't put them in my kit. So yeah, I have a wide range of foundations. Clearly, you know, I got a lot of stuff, but that's just me. So that is my foundation section. We got some MAC, we got some Aero Beauty, we have some Face Atelier, we have Makeup Forever, we have Juvia's Place. We got a lot. I like variety. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to what is in the actual inside. Okay, so this is what my kit looks like on the inside. I have some drawers here, and then I have a thing for my powders and for my lipsticks. I'm gonna link as many of the products that I'm gonna be mentioning, not the actual makeup products, but like this and this. I'm gonna link it down below, so don't worry. So in here, I have 2 more eyeshadow palettes. I have my palette that I have made over the years. I've just added different shadows from MAC, from Makeup Geek, from Morphe, from all different brands. So it's basically just a bunch of neutrals, but I love this palette, and this is always kind of my go-to. Okay, so in the first drawer, I have my concealers. So I got a lot of concealers. I love concealer, so I got a lot. So in here, I have these 2 MAC palettes, which, to be completely honest, I'm not really a fan of these anymore. I liked them when I got them, but I don't love them anymore. They're good for spot concealing, but to be honest, I really don't reach for these that much anymore. But I just keep them in here in case. So I do have an orange color corrector by NYX. I have some NARS creamy, what is this called? Creamy Radiant Concealer. I have 2 Tarte Shape Tapes. I've had Tarte Shape Tape in my kit for a while, but I'm trying to go through it and finish these because I've moved on to a different concealer, which is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer. I really like this. This has beautiful coverage. It makes the under eyes look really just airbrushed and nice. And these may even be more full coverage than the Tarte Shape Tape. So I'm just trying to finish these up, but I do have a bunch of the Jouer Essential High Coverage concealers. I also have a bunch of the MAC Pro Longwear concealers, and I have 2 of the MAC 24 Hour Smoothwear Studio Fix concealers, which I actually really enjoy. These are really nice formula. And then I have 2 of the Juvia's Place concealers. I do like these. I'm still like on the fence about them. I originally bought these for myself, but they're too light, so I just threw them in my kit. So yeah. And then I also have this little pouch here, which has a bunch of disposable ones that I can use to apply the concealers. Okay, so in this drawer I have some of my face palettes. So I have my MAC Highlight and Contour palette in light medium. I can't do makeup without this. I love this so much. These powders are just everything, especially the highlight powders. They're not actual highlighters. They are just to put underneath the eye to brighten, and I love this so much, and clearly it is very well loved, these 2 shades, because I hit pan, but yeah, I really like these. And then I also have my Morphe 8W blush palette, which is a really great blush palette. I love this, and I really haven't been switching up my blushes. I've just been using this palette. I really like the formula and the pigmentation. And then lastly, I have the Benefit Bronze Squad Cheerleaders palettes. This palette is much bigger than I would like, but it's amazing. It has the original Hula Caramel. It has Coralisa Blush, Gold Rush Blush, and Cookie Highlighter, which is amazing. This highlighter is so good. So I love this palette as well. And then moving on, we have my eye drawer in here. So the first thing that's in here is this little plastic case. This actually came in an Amazon order. I ordered some camera batteries. They came in this little plastic like case, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna use that for my kit. So in here I have liquid shadows. These 2 by Morphe. I have the Midnight Cowboy glitter liner by Urban Decay. I have Kitten glitter and glow shadow, Starburst glitter and glow shadow, both by Stila. 2 Makeup Forever pigments. I have some MAC pigments back here, the little baby ones. These are 2 little MAC glitters that I put in these little packaging here, because the actual bottle of the glitters are like this big and they just take up a lot of room. So this is MAC Reflex Gold and MAC Reflex Bronze, and yeah, so I just put them in these little things so they don't take up as much room. So that's what's pretty much in here. And then underneath that, I have eyeliners and all of that. So in here, I have just regular... In here, I just have some regular pencil liners, some liquid liners. I have my Inglot number 77. I have another pigment, which is by BH Cosmetics. I have MAC Pro Longwear Soft Ochre Primer. I have Inglot number 94 gel liner, which is amazing for the lid. I have the Dose of Colors Shell Pigment, which is a must-have. Inglot Duraline, which is also a really good thing to have in your kits. I have Glitter Primer by NYX. I have a little baby one, which is so cute. But yeah, I just have a bunch of eyeliners and like pigments and stuff in this drawer. You know, all that stuff. Next drawer, I have my skincare in here. So at the top of the drawer here, I have this little pouch, again by Amazon, and in this little pouch I have all of my moisturizers and serums, like any skin prep stuff. So I have Bioderma lotion for people that are more oily. This is like a mattifying face lotion. I do have a little serum here, Carmex for the lips. I have these, in here is actually the Embryolisse Select Cream Concentrate. I only have it in this little thing because I had an extra little bottle and I figured why not put it in there. It takes up less room, so I have the Embryolisse cream in here. This is an eye cream by Embryolisse. And then I have these e.l.f. booster drops, which I love. If the skin is looking a little dull, I will just apply this into their moisturizer, and it just instantly hydrates the skin. And then I have a little lip brush to apply the Carmex with. So that is that, and then underneath that I have all my primers. So I do like to use sample size or travel size primers because they just take up way less room, and I feel like I can have more options if I don't have full size. This I do want to mention as well. So in here I have this little tub, little plastic tub. This is I just got this at my local beauty supply store, and in here I actually keep pre-soaked cotton rounds with toner on them. So I'm very big on toning the skin or cleansing the skin before going in with the actual skincare. I just like to get rid of that layer of oil or whatever that client may have on their skin. I like to just cleanse it off and start fresh and apply my own skincare. So I do have pre-soaked toner in here. I just feel like it's easier just to have them pre-soaked and ready to go, and I just take a cotton round out whenever I need it. And then I have a bunch of primers in here. I have two little baby milk Hydro Grip primers, which I do love. I also have the MAC Prep and Prime. I have the Becca Ever Matte in case someone's really oily. I have the Smoothing Primer by Makeup Forever. I also have the mattifying version of that as well. And I have the Smashbox Minimize Pores. I just have a bunch of different primers. I do have a hydrating Tarte primer as well. So that is what's in here. It's just a bunch of primers and skincare, because to me that is skin prep is so important when it comes to doing makeup. I also keep this palette in here. Sometimes I bring it, sometimes I don't, it just depends, but it's just a bunch of face powders, blushes, and highlighters that I've just put in this magnetic palette. Like I said, sometimes I bring it, sometimes I don't. Okay, so moving on to lips, I do have this pouch here that again got on Amazon. Amazon's like my best friend. I am constantly ordering from there. And it's basically a booklet for your lipsticks and lip glosses. So I have all of these stored in here. It keeps me really organized, and I can actually see all my products. So I have a mixture of products in here. I have some Lorac glosses. I really like Lorac glosses. They're really pigmented but not sticky at all. I have some liquid lipsticks. I have Lorac liquid lipsticks. I have Carity liquid lipsticks, which are called lip locks, and they're supposed to be just super long lasting, and I really do like them. I also have this by Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Superstay. This is great for like mother of the bride or grooms. It's like a nice color that I feel like a lot of the mothers like, and it stays super long. Mother of the bride and grooms are always so concerned about their lipsticks staying like as long as possible, so this is great for them. Back here, I have some more liquid lipsticks, regular lipsticks, and then I have this little pouch here that I actually just got in an Ulta order. It came free in my order, and I love it because I keep all my most used lip liners, and I love how flat it is, and it just kind of keeps them all laid out so I can see. So in here I have a mixture of Morphe lip liners, MAC, Milani, ColourPop. This ColourPop lip liner is really good. NYX. I just have a mixture of my most used lip liners, and they're pretty much all neutrals, as you can see at the bottom here, but that's pretty much all I use on my clients unless they want a bold lip. I'm always reaching for like the nudes or like the pinky nudes or the browns, so that's what I have in the back here. And then on this side I have some mostly glosses. So I have some ColourPop. I love these, you guys. These are really good long-lasting glosses. They are supposed to be plumping glosses, but I'll be honest, I don't really think they plump anything. I just really like that they're in a squeeze tube. They're really easy to just take out. You don't have to use a disposable one. You could just use a lip brush and just squeeze it right onto the brush. So it's very sanitary. I have some NYX butter glosses, which I love. I have this Morphe lip gloss in boho. If you're looking for a really good nude, that's a good one. I have this Bare Minerals gloss, which is gorgeous. It's a really pretty color. And then I have this gloss by Airbond, which is really, really random. I don't use Airbond makeup. It's like all natural. I bought it from a client of mine. She sold this makeup, and I actually really do like it, and I use it a lot. It's just like a nice pinky, like nude color. So that is that for my lip stuff. I did forget to mention I do have this as well, which is a bunch of depotted lipsticks that I do usually bring with me. So yeah, I like to have options for lips because I feel like that's something that people always need options for because they never know what they want. So moving on, I'm going to show you guys what's in my powder pouch or whatever. So again, this is from Amazon. I will link it down below. But in here, I have all my powders. So over here, we have some, again, labeled. We have some MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes. These are MAC Mineralized Skin Finishes. I also have 2 Lorac powders, which are really good. They are very similar to the MAC MSFs. They just have a little bit more coverage, I feel. But I have 2 shades of that. I also have a bunch of loose highlighters here, or single highlights. I have the Inglot. This is a gorgeous highlight. I'm just going to swatch it for you guys because I really like this. This is the Inglot Sparkling Dust. It's for your face, your eyes, and your body. So you can use it on your eyes as well and like your chest and stuff. But this is what it looks like. I just wanted to show you guys because it's so pretty. Like this on the eyes too is just gorgeous. I'm going to try and show you. So you see how pretty it is? It's just like a really pale gold champagne color. I love that. I just had to show you guys. So yeah, I just have some random highlighters in here. I have one by Juvia's Place in Clio. This is one by MAC that I depotted. It looks like nothing. Honestly, this one looks like it's no big deal, but on the skin, it's really pretty. So this is MAC Silver Dust. Mary Luminizer by The Balm is like a must-have. I have some bronzers on this side. So I have a Makeup Forever bronzer. I also have a Milani bronzer. And then back here, I have all my loose powders. So I actually did transfer a bunch of my loose powders into these little containers that I got on Amazon. They do have like a little like sifter inside, and I have some Maybelline loose powders. I love the Maybelline Fit Me loose powders to finish off the face. They make the skin look like butter. They are amazing. If you've never tried them, go check them out. So I have a few shades of the Maybelline loose Fit Me powders. I also have the Huda Beauty Sugar Cookie powder. And then when I feel like I'm running low, I obviously have the products like in my little closet over here. I just add more. But I just like how these don't take up much space because all of these powders that I'm showing you, like the Huda Beauty, the Maybelline Fit Me powders, they're big. Like I'll show you guys. They're all pretty much this size and they're big. Like this takes up a lot of space. So to have like 5 or 6 of these powders, it's just like I can't. I just need to use a smaller packaging. So that's why I transferred some of them into these. So yeah, I just have a bunch of different loose powders. I also have the Laura Mercier Glow Powder, which I love. It's a very subtle like highlighter, but you can just apply this like very lightly all over the skin and it just gives such a beautiful glow. I also have the RCMA No Color Powder back here as well. And then over here is just like some random products that I don't even need to mention. So that is my powder situation. So over here I do keep the Anastasia lip palettes. The only reason why I keep this is I feel like I can make any lip color that I want with this, and sometimes you get some weird requests. So I like to have this just in case. I don't really use it that often anymore, but I like to have it just in case. Okay, so moving on, I have this pouch here. So this is a bag that I just kind of throw across my body, and this carries like all my stuff that doesn't fit in here. I know it's a lot. Like I carry a lot. Like this is very heavy, and then I have this thing, but honestly this thing does not weigh that much. I just like how it has all different pockets, so it keeps me really organized, and I actually can fit the top part of my light inside here. It's a little bit of a struggle, but it does fit. So yeah, I got this bag on Amazon. It's a set bag. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it was way bigger than I thought, but I do really like it. I've been using it the last like 2 weekends for weddings, so yeah. but it does have a long strap, so I just kind of throw it over my body like that, and it hasn't been an issue. So in these front pockets here, I have the plug for my light as well as the little remote. I have some gum and some Listerine spray because nobody needs to be smelling your smelly breath. Always make sure that you have some sort of mint or something in your kit. Over here I have a thank you card for my bride for tomorrow, and then I have like just a little bag for her. It has a lip gloss in here and some blotting sheets. So yeah, I always like to give that to my brides. And then on this side, do I have anything on this side? I just have business cards back here. But on this side, in the side pocket, you can actually keep a box of tissues. That's how it kind of showed it on the website. But in here I have extra brushes. This is not all my brushes. I will show you my brushes. They're actually inside this bag, but I love this thing. So I got this on Amazon again, and it is a brush holder, but it unzips like this. One, it protects the tops of your brushes, which I love. And then it kind of opens up and expands a little bit, which I like because sometimes those brush cups that you use, I feel like are just too bulky, and they are what they are. Like, they can't squeeze down or anything. So I like this because it kind of, you can kind of like squish it down a little bit, and then it just expands, and then this actually can fold down, so then here all your brushes are. So this is another great Amazon find. I love this. In here I do have my beauty blenders. This is another pouch from guess where? You guessed it, Amazon. And I just have all my beauty blenders in here. There's also a paper towel just because I did just wash them, so I just wanted the paper towel to kind of absorb some of the excess water. In here I have a little pouch with some tampons because you never know when Aunt Flo is gonna come, and you definitely want to be prepared. I also have in here a little snack. So I have the just a little 100-calorie pack of like nuts, because you never want to be without food. I like to have a snack with me because I don't usually have time to eat a full meal. Actually, I never have time to eat a full meal when I'm working. I usually go the whole day without eating or drinking because I don't have time. When you do weddings, like, you literally just don't have time to even go pee. So I like to have some sort of snack for maybe the drive home or something. So I always have that in there. Oh, I forgot to show you guys. I also put this in here as well because I wanted to use this on my bride. It's by ColourPop. It's just a body glow oil. But yeah. Anyways, in here, this is falling. So this is where I keep my brushes lately, and I am obsessed with this thing. There are a few things I would change about it, but this is a game changer, you guys. So this is like a little booklet, and you open it up, and ta-da! Ah! Okay, I'll need to wash that brush because it fell, but you know, we'll act like that didn't happen. So yeah, this is all my brushes, and what's cool is, so you could just lay it down like on the table like that, but what's cool is this bends back, both sides clip together, and it becomes like a little easel for your brushes. So you can see all of your brushes, which I love that, because having those little cups like that, I feel like I end up just using the same like 3 brushes because they kind of all get jumbled together, and then I can't really see all my brushes. So I love this. This is amazing. It just keeps all my brushes organized. I can see everything. And yeah, I love this thing. I got this on Namies. By the way, if you are not a pro member on Namies, you are missing out because you can get so many discounts on so many brands on that website. Okay, 2 more things and then we are done, you guys. So the next thing I have is this little pouch here. In here I have setting sprays, I have micellar water, I have alcohol to sanitize. I have the Morphe setting spray, I have the Scandinavia setting spray, I also have brush cleaner, hand sanitizer, just all of that kind of stuff that I just keep in here. And then the last thing I have, which I'm not even going to take it out because it's not even exciting, is an extension cord. I just like to have an extension cord in case my light cord isn't long enough. So that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was probably pretty long, but I really wanted to show you guys everything that I have in my kit. I hope you guys learned something new and you try some of these products. Again, I will try and link as many of the products as I can in the description box. Please let me know in the comment section what other makeup artist related videos you would like to see, and I will see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button. So I'll see you guys next time.
I'm a fool for your love.